There's nothing like walking in your hangar and seeing your airplane completely covered in bird crap and feathers all over the place. All that time spent polishing, cleaning, and painting, just to be ruined in seconds by some unwanted tenants. So what do you do if you want to evict them, but you can't use something that starts with the number 17 or 22? I got some bird deterrents off of Amazon, and we'll put them in here and see how they do over a week. And we're starting right now. When animals of all types decide to pick a home, their main priority is always to feel safe. Birds are no exception to this, but they also like to have ledges and structures that they can roost and nest on, kind of like what we have up here. Plenty of it. So if you want to keep birds from making your hangar home, your first priority is to make sure they don't get that peaceful, easy feeling once they come to visit. So today we're installing two options, one to make it difficult for them to perch, and one to get their spidey sense going. First up are these spike strips, and you can see they've already had their way with that one. Now the other deterrent is this reflective tape strip that will tie up and hang up on the rafters, and when the wind blows, yep, just like that, and the light moves around, it scare the birds and force them to fly away. These are the bases, handy dandy guide, and our spike strips. First thing first is we're going to build our spike strips so we can hang them up on the rafters. Now this particular box came with just about 22 feet, and the wingspan of my Sonex is 22 feet, so this is a perfect match. There's different lengths and styles available for whatever you may need, and naturally a link to all of this is in the description below. So we take our base, squeezing this a little bit, pop it down in, and there we go. Should be able to see this little clip here, and that's what actually retains it. Now my main problem is pigeons, and this particular spike is designed specifically for pigeons, like the spacing and the height and everything. There we go, assembled in the USA. Alright, so these have a plastic base with stainless steel spikes. Now you can get ones that are all stainless all over, but you are going to pay just a little bit more money. I am interested to see how well these hold up, and maybe I'll opt for the stainless ones in the future. So when the wind starts blowing and the light hits it, makes some glare project around and hopefully scares the birds away. Will it work? We'll see. And this is pretty simple. You just take off your desired length, cut it, and then wrap it around whatever the heck you want. Only tool you'd really need is a pair of scissors or a knife. Now that that's done, we just got to push the plane out of the hangar and get all this stuff up on the rafters. And now it's just a matter of screwing them in place on the rafter. You could nail them too if you want. Alright, so that's our bird deterrent system. We'll come back in a week and see if it made any difference. I came back later to find that the spikes had worked their magic, and there was no more poop on my plane. Although I did find a few more spots they were perching and the evidence building up below them. So that book that came with the spikes also included instructions on how to DIY your own spike strips. And that's what I did. Pretty simple really, just some old pallet wood and nails I had laying around. Got that up, checked on it again, and that also worked. So the choice is yours if you want to buy one pre-made or take the time to build your own. Now the one thing I'll say is the reflective strips didn't seem to do anything for the birds. I'd walk into the hangar and I'd see a couple different birds walking around in different parts, not fazed by them at all. There's just not enough light inside the hangar to get the glare effect, but I'll put a few strips out in the garden and see if they do anything there. Now this footage is from a couple months later and still no poop on the wings. I love it when a plan comes together. So if you're having a problem with birds making a mess out of your airplane, go ahead and give these spike strips a try. As always, thank you for watching, and if you want to see more videos about owning, working on, and of course, flying small airplanes, please check out our channel page and hit that subscribe button to see more from me at Less Seat Adventures.